my pocket. Look at the flex. Yeah. Whipping the Teslas. I'm a mess, but it's all a finesse. Boy, you stop it quiet. If it's new, I done got it. See my jewels, shining, shining. White diamonds, Miley Cyrus. Private jet, private pilot. Look at me. Stylish.
Today, from FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. Washington football team taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The enthusiasm for football here on the East Coast always in the air. These folks are ready as their guys get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Darnold on first down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on first and 10. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Throwing on second down, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And it's complete. What a catch at the 7.
Darnold's pass.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
5-yard line.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. And this one is right through. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
Washington.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Gibson. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
Antonio Gibson.
The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 128 yards, and a touchdown.
He's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes a leading rusher.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Looking to throw. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And Washington has taken the lead. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number 1, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Darnold.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He was brought down.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force. And they had that to pick up the 1st down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. Darnold completes it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Montez Sweat in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and 7.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gain of 19 yards. And the Panther
in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Darnold from the gun. That's caught by Hollister. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt.
Panthers 6.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They're more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Touchdown, Washington! Terry McLaurin with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Cooper on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. They've probably got some adjustments to make because they've moved the football okay at times, but they haven't been able to get anything consistently going, have they?
What you worry about is it almost turns into a basketball game where one team's coming down and hitting threes, and you're coming back and getting twos, and you steadily lose ground. In this situation, you're talking about touchdowns to field goals. They want to put in the end zone and put those 6s on the board.
Yeah, they've been settling. That's why they're... And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Deron Payne able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 50, it's Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. David Moore, the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First down, Panthers.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Short pass to the tight end, Hollister. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
At the 33-yard line.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Wide receiver.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
A gain of 15. And a Panther.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Darnold. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And goal at
12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd down and goal. Darnold. Darnold, he lost the football. And does Washington have it? They do.
A fumble on the play.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues.
Antonio Gibson.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now a give, right side. Gibson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds McLaurin. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 29, 2 short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. And he puts it through. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. At their own 20.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore.
Darnold's pass.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
5-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's got the first down inside the 10. That's caught. It's Thomas. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin as time expires in the first half. And Washington going to add on to their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter.
Joey slides.
So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Roman on the return. Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. He rifles one that's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC, as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. When you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they have the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
3 at the 22-yard line.
This is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run with McCaffrey. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question. They need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear if they want to close this gap.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. Man able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. They'll look to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to get this deep on the Carolina side of the field. A huge play there for Washington. 47 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign, but it's understandable.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Panthers 9.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cooper on the return. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he shows off some of that elusiveness there as he's able to dance his way to a gain of about 4.
It's now 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Darnold looking for the out route, and he's got more.
Darnold's pass complete to DJ Moore. A gain of 7. First down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They run the option here on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Complete.
That one a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And a Panther first down.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. And it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line, 25-yard line. On first down, Darnold gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Christian McCaffrey.
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Carolina.
44, Mike. Check. Ready? 44, Mike, 44. Let's go.
Now Darnold. And it's caught at the 7-yard line. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. This is McCaffrey on the give. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
Terry McLaurin.
And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Brought down by
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field.
Washington.
Big yardage that time for Washington. 54 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And this Washington offense continuing to add to their lead. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
Cooper on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the Panthers coming out now. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Darnold on first down. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Darnold completes it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for DJ.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
26-yard line.
The time again to see Terry McLaurin in the Washington offense. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
At the 28-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now a give, right side. Gibson. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Not often do 4th down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. 1st down. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
That's another Washington.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
30-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Gibson, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's 2nd down, and the punt team is out there. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going